Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another week of the Go-To Aesthetics Coach podcast. I am your host, Kayla Petrasek, business coach, consultant, and your ultimate partner in scaling your med spa with system strategy. So today's episode is packed with value, strategy, and a little bit of tough love, because sometimes we all need a little bit of that. Because we are going to dive into something that I see so many med spa owners overlook: your existing database of clients. So if you've been spinning your wheels trying to get new clients to the door, which we're all trying to do, while ignoring the gold mine that is actually sitting in your CRM, or your old appointment books, then this episode is going to be for you. And stick around to the end, because I've got a high impact assignment that you can do this week that could literally bring revenue into your business within 72 hours. All right, let's get into it. So the mindset shift. Retention is revenue. Repeat that with me. Retention is revenue. We live in a world obsessed with more. More ads, more leads, more new clients. But here is what nobody tells you. It's 5 to 25 times more expansive to acquire new clients than retain an existing one. And yet, most med spas put 90% of their time and energy and budget into chasing new people, which is important. But while the people that already trust you, you've already established the trust and the authority with them, they're already in your doors. They've already paid you. They already love you and your brand and your team. They are sitting in your database and they're literally waiting to reconnect with you. Sometimes these people can fall through the cracks and become unnoticed. So think about it. When was the last time that you sent a personal text or an email to a client who hasn't been in your clinic in the last 3 months? Think about that for a second. When was the last time you did a campaign just for your VIP clients, your loyal clients, your dormant list? Most of you listening right now have money sitting in your database and you just haven't activated it. So let's jump into the power of reactivation. What do we do with this database, and how do we bring more revenue into our business in the next few days? Let's get practical. Reactivation campaigns are one of the fastest, most cost-effective ways to actually increase revenue in your med spa. No ads, no new tech, no hiring required. That's what a reactivation campaign is. So it's simply reaching out to past clients who haven't booked in a while and inviting them back with a reason to return by bringing value. So that could be like a limited time facial promo, a VIP Botox bundle, a new treatment with a special invite only offer, making them feel important. But the key here is it's personalized, not a mass email blast, not another generic Instagram post. I'm talking a voice note, a customized text, an email that actually mentions, something about their last visit or their favorite treatment. That's more personal. That's more powerful. That is what sets you apart from the clinic down the street. So let me give you an example. Hey, Sarah, we haven't seen you since March. I just wanted to check in and see how your skin is doing. We've launched a new and exciting brightening facial that I think you love. If you book this week, we always want to put a timestamp on there. We're offering 20% off for our special returning clients. Would you like me to hold a spot for you? That's one message alone. It can have I would say 10 to 20% response rate when it's done right. So my advice to you is to make it a goal in the next 48 hours to go back to this database and send out these personalized messages. So now I want to share some campaign ideas that actually convert. So here are 3 campaigns that you can run in your business this month to nurture that database. So one is the comeback call. So this is where you're going to text or call anyone who hasn't visited your clinic in 90 plus days. Use their name, mention their favorite treatment, and invite them back with a special bonus like a free add-on or a $25 credit. It goes a long way. Second idea, a birthday love campaign. So first of all, always get clients' birthdays. And this is the reason. Send clients a birthday email or a text with an exclusive gift. For example, happy birthday, Jenny. Your gift, a free dermaplaning add-on with any facial this month. We would love to treat you. We miss seeing you. Hope to see you soon. Again, goes a long way. Not every clinic's doing this. So if you do, you stand out. Third idea, a we miss you email. You want to make your clients friends and family. So you could make an automated email flow for clients who haven't booked in, let's say, 6+ months. So what that would look like is, say, email number 1 would be like a warm check-in. Email number 2 would be the offer. What's the value you're bringing? Why should they come back to your clinic? Make it personal. Email 3, a testimonial or before and after, because some people just need that social proof. And that's what moves the needle for them. So by combining these 3 emails, you're touching different psychological touch points to reach, different people. And this is how you're going to get the highest volume of return clients. So these can be actually automated using your CRM if you have one, or you can send them manually if you're a solo provider. But the important thing is that you're consistent and that people don't fall through the cracks and go unnoticed, because that's money out the door. Side note on this, when and if you decide to send mass emails, you need to be very careful with this, because your email, if you're doing a lot of this, can be marked as spam, and you'll notice that it will start going to everyone's junk mail, which is hard to reach. So at Allure Agency, we do offer a service like this, but you can also go to instantly.ai, which is a website that helps with mass email marketing. And that basically has a process that will warm up your emails so that you're not going to the junk folder. Okay, now we're going to go to how to make it personable and scalable. I want to really break it down for you. It's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to actually put action towards it and implement it, which is the most important part. So how do you nurture your database without feeling like a spam bot? I'll give you my system. Step 1, you're going to segment your list. Past facials, injectables, skincare buyers, dormant clients, which are going to be those clients that haven't been to your clinic in 6+ months. Step 2, you're going to choose your method. So this could be either texting, email, phone call, Instagram DMs. Do what feels good to you and what you would enjoy the most. That's the most important part. Because if you hate it, you're never going to do it. Your job shouldn't feel icky. That's the last thing I want. Now, step 3 is using templates, but personalize them. So have a base message, but tweak it with names, dates, and treatment history. That's how we personalize it. And then step 4 is basically tracking and repeating. So here you're going to create a spreadsheet in like an Excel or Google numbers, or use your CRM to log who you've contacted, what you've offered, and if they have booked. Now, even doing this with, say, 10 people a day, this is very achievable. 10 people, you can create consistent $1,000 to $5,000 revenue weeks. It's that impactful, it's that powerful. People just forget to do it. And this is where things like coaching and consulting come in very handy, because it's not always very big, complex ideas that scale our business. It can be minute, small, little shifts that we just forget. It's having another partner on board to consistently remind you of the things that we should be doing and the ideas that to come up with and the things that truly just shift and scale our business. So this is one of them. Now, I promised you, if you stuck it to the end, that I would provide something tangible. Whenever I'm working with clients, of course, I want to explain the strategy and the methodology behind something, but I also always want to implement something that's tangible that you can implement into your business today, because it's all about action. So we're going to talk about the weekly assignment, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about something exciting that we are launching with Allure Agency that you might be interested in. So let's get into the assignment for the week. And this is what's really going to move the needle. You want to reactivate 10 clients in the next 72 hours. So I want you to open up your CRM or your booking system and export a list of clients who have not visited you in the last 90 days. Just choose 10 of them. Write a personal text or an email inviting them to come back with one of the offers that we talked about. You can use one of the examples. Track your responses and bookings. And this will take you like 30 minutes of your day. If you don't want to do it, delegate it. And this could literally bring in thousands to your business. So if you want my exact templates for text messages, emails, and follow-up reminders, simply just send me a DM on Instagram. I have a bunch of accounts, but you can reach me at either at alora.agency or at kayla.petrasek or at kayla.petrasek.consulting. If you DM me on one of those Instagrams, the word database, then I'm going to send you all my templates for text messages, emails, and follow-up reminders to make it really easy for you. All right, the last thing I wanted to quickly touch on, because it is an exciting time. This is something that myself and the Allura team has been working on for the past 8 months in the background. And I think it's going to be amazing because I see a gap in our offerings where we have something almost for everyone, but sometimes people don't want to hire on an entire marketing team or a consultant, but they still they just might not be there yet, or they might work differently. Maybe they work more independently. They're independent learners. So we created a evergreen program, which is a program that's digital, and it's a 12-week comprehensive program that you can go in at your pace and learn everything about aesthetics that I truly believe through all my experience so far will move your business. It's not fluffy, it's real, it's tangible, it's actionable. Every single week has an assignment and you get into the nitty-gritty of everything. And it's great because it works for anyone. It's a 12-week program, but if you need to take longer or you want to finish it faster, you can do that. And you will have our support and guidance throughout the entire thing. This is something that I feel is different than any other program that's out there, because what we offer at Allura is different than what everyone offers. And I've done that really intentionally because I've worked in so many different spaces and aesthetics. It's unique. For those of you that don't know, I've worked in pharmaceutical sales, but then I've also worked on the clinic floor as a clinic manager. I've worked for the couple top skincare brands, SkinCeuticals and Elastin. I've worked for a device company, Venus Concept, and I'm now also partnered with a new up-and-coming device company called Illuminatech, and a company called Cleo's Health, which has exosomes and PRM and all this amazing post-care. So I've taken these experiences and I have a very interesting perspective and outlook because I've seen the device side, I've seen the skincare side, I've seen it on the clinic side, and I've seen it on the marketing side. I forgot to mention also, of course, I have a Allura agency, which I created about 6 years ago. So marketing, device, skincare, clinical, all in one package, taking that experience and that perspective. And we've created a very unique program with that, which we deliver either through Allura Agency, which is a done for you process where you have our entire team as a partner there beside you to work through scaling your business. Every single one of our packages includes coaching because I believe that's so important. And again, it's different. We don't want to just provide you a beautiful aesthetic feed. We want to provide you what's actually going to change your life, to change you and your business as a whole. And that is a 360 approach. That is a comprehensive program. That is not just making pretty posts. So we have that. And now, drum roll, what we're launching as of June 1st is a program called Aesthetic MBA. And I'm also in an MBA program. So I'm learning a lot of great things about leadership and business, aside from the experience I've had. So I got this idea where we could make the Aesthetic MBA, because what I find is a lot of people I've worked with, not everyone comes from, a lengthy career in business, but they have a passion, and passion's what you need. They have a passion in aesthetics. They want to help people. They love beauty. And this is why they're doing this. But they may not have all the tools that they need to be successful at it, or be successful at it at the get-go, because it can take time, realistically. And it's not easy. We run into a lot of different challenges, but it is rewarding when it is in alignment with what you truly want to do and the vision that you have and the passion that you have. So the Aesthetic MBA is basically the business side of laser school. It's the business side of aesthetics that you didn't learn in laser school. So you might become a licensed esthetician or laser tech, and you learn all the theory and all the practicality on the devices and skin and all those amazing things. But what they don't go into depth on is, how do you get clients? How do you build a brand that brings revenue, right? How do you actually close people? How do you bundle things that makes it impactful? All of these things are not included in school. So how do you learn it? There's no way. There's a gap there. You don't know until you do it. And what happens is people start to do it, but it takes them 5 years to learn it. And even after those 5 years, they may not be doing it to the degree that they could be. So that's where the Aesthetic MBA comes. We want to create that roadmap and that blueprint to make that 5-year process, a 6-month process. And, it's instead of going out there on your own and just trying to figure it out from trial and error, we eliminate the trial and error, tell you exactly what you need to do to launch a successful aesthetic business. And it's going to be a bunch of different things. Again, it's a 12-week program. We go through it all. This is for someone who understands lasers, understands aesthetics, but wants to really master the business side of it. So if that's something that you're interested in, we are accepting up to 10 people for pre-sale pricing. And again, you can let me know, just send me a DM at Kayla.Petrasek on Instagram, and we will be happy to give you more information on that. And again, of course, that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you again next week.